Welcome to RMM Help. In this video we provide an overview of stock receipts in RMM. Receipts are items purchased from a supplier, and the transaction type will increase your stock holding as the goods are received. We're going to audit this receipt transaction in a demonstration stock item, and as can be seen we have one here which is product code 04, new stock item, and it's highlighted in orange, which means that the stock level is either equal to or below the minimum level. So if I highlight that line and we move across, we can see that our stock level is 5 and our minimum level is also 5. So it's equal to, and that's why it's colored orange. Let's have a look at that stock item. We can see that our stock level is 5. If I go into locations, we can see that we've got only 1 in our whole workshop, but 4 in our medical electronics. We could transfer across, but given our usage of this, we've decided that we're going to create a purchase order and order the items, and we'll assume that we've now received them. We've got a goods received. We have noticed that we had a return in here for faulty goods, but that's been dealt with by a credit note. So we've ordered our new goods and they've arrived. So we'll carry on with the receipting process, and then we'll have a look at the effect on our stock detail form. Back to the stock list, and all our stock transactions are done in batches. We create a new batch, and this one is a batch receipt. When I click on save, I get a new batch number here, and in our batch form, batch transaction form, we enter our reference, which, because it's a receipt, it would typically be a goods received note or a delivery note. So I'll put in the GRN, that reference. We know that our supplier is APC Cardiovascular. Selecting that before the product gives us a filtered list, and that's the item that we're receiving stock on, which is a new stock item for opening balance, and as can be seen, our stock level is down to 5. So we select that. That gives us the cost center and our purchase cost. The quantity that we're going to receive is another 5, so I'll put 5 in, and when I tab, that then calculates the new stock value that's going to be added to our overall stock. We then choose the location that we're going to add it to, and as can be seen, our whole workshop is down to 1 as its stock level, so we'll add it in there. We click on OK. That saves that record. It'll close the form, and then it pops it into our scrolling list. We can continue adding stock receipts if we need to, and if for any reason we had to modify this record, we've got an edit option, and we click on confirm post. Asks us, are we sure? We say yes, and at that point our receipt batch is now posted. If I want to see that, I go into show posted batches, and there's the receipt at the top. Double click on that, and we can see the transaction with that GRN 36348 number. So let's now have a look at the stock item. We go to the stock list. Our product 04 has now no longer got the orange warning. I'll go into that stock record, and we're now back up to 10 items. If we look in locations, we're up to 6 in our stock level for the whole workshop, and in our transactions, that transaction is sitting at the bottom there as a receipt of 5 items for the whole workshop. The remainder of the audit options, we've got our transaction inquiry. We can filter by our supplier, which was APC Cardiovascular, and there's our stock receipt with 5 items. We can do that by product item, and our product item was for 04, the new stock item, and there's the receipt at the top of 5 items. We can do the same thing by transaction type, and this time we'll be looking for a transaction type of receipts, and there's our 5 items at the top. We can also filter this by date. If we go back onto the main list, we can run an audit report. So we highlight that particular stock item, click on reports, double click on this transaction report, and here's our stock audit of transactions, and there's the receipt at the bottom here for whole workshop of 5 items and our total stock. We can print that, or we can save it as Excel, PDF or Word and send that to a colleague via email. And back to the stock list, and that concludes the overview of stock receipts